This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a large job fair is being held up north. We'll give you the details next. Welcome to FYI and thank you for joining us. I'm Ken Cara. Now here's tonight's headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A soldier from Schuylkill County was killed Monday night in Afghanistan. 29-year-old Captain Jason Benjamin Jones, formerly of Orwigsburg, was killed after he was wounded in a small arms firefight. Jones was the commander of a 12-man Special Forces A-team with the Army Special Forces, also known as the Green Berets. Captain Jones was a 2003 graduate of Blue Mountain High School and a 2007 graduate of West Point Military Academy in New York. He joined the Green Berets in May of 2013 and was later deployed to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. A memorial service will be held Saturday with interment at West Point early next week. Criminal charges were filed today against two Luzerne County Transportation Authority officials. The charges filed by State Attorney General's office are in connection with a probe that went into what was referred to as the Ghostwriter scandal. 60-year-old Stanley Strelish, LCTA's executive director, faces 47 counts, including theft by deception and tampering with public records. 26 of those charges are felonies. 58-year-old Rob Allen Henderson, LTCA's director of operations, is facing 27 counts, including conspiring to tamper with public records. Both men were arraigned this morning in Dauphin County Court by Magisterial District Judge David Judy. The two were released without having to post bond. A bakery was robbed at gunpoint in Hazleton on Tuesday night, and police are now looking for two men. The incident occurred at Castillo's Bakery on North Vine Street just before 10 p.m. Police say two men described as Hispanic and in their early 20s stole cash and left the scene in a blue minivan. If you have any information, police ask you to call 459-4940 or 911. The West Hazleton Borough is now waiting to see if their Act 47 status will be rescinded. The borough was labeled financially distressed under Act 47 in 2003, and that's when a financial recovery plan was drawn up. On Tuesday, Council made a unanimous vote to petition the State Department of Economic Development Secretary to exit their Act 47 status. According to Joe Boyle from the Pennsylvania Economy League, the borough of West Hazleton has made strides since 2003. Here's the program manager for DCED's Center for Local Governments.
I think in a very positive way the council's been very reliable and certainly have provided great leadership, and I know they're interested in a secondary program which we call the Early Intervention Program, and that Early Intervention Program would continue to assist them with some financial management and long-term estimates of their future revenues and expenditures.
There's no timetable in place for when West Hazleton will hear back on their petition. Want to park in downtown Hazleton? There may be an app for that. Mayor Joe Iannuzzi wants the downtown area to appeal to younger residents, and part of the plan includes a smartphone application to pay parking meter fees. The mayor is talking with Pango, a company who has a parking app. If the city does go the app route, the mayor plans to keep parking meters downtown as another option. Councilman Jeff Cassatt says the smartphone system would go hand in hand with an ordinance passed by council that rents spaces to businesses for customers. Iannuzzi vetoed that ordinance. For more on this story, read Kent Jackson's article in Wednesday's Standard Speaker, or you could view it online. 75 golden bears are being released into the world. Wednesday, the Monoy Area High School held their graduation ceremony. Greg Merchlinsky was the class of 2014 valedictorian, and Tyler Cavanis was the salutatorian. Mickey Holland, Monoy Area's longtime boys basketball coach who retired this year, addressed the seniors and gave them some advice about looking for a career, saying, quote, "If you love what you're doing, you will not only help the person you're working for and your own family, you'll be contributing so much more to the world." Unquote. More than 60 vendors will take part in a major job fair next week that is expected to draw job hunters from all over the area. Lisa Sugart sat down with one of the organizers of this special event.
Last year marked the first annual Lackawanna County Job Fair, and it was such a success that they're doing it again this year. And here to tell us all about it is Gerard Hetman. Gerard is Community Relations Coordinator for Lackawanna County Department of Community Relations. Gerard, thank you for being here with us today.
Great to be with you, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
It was a big success last year. Many people went through this first ever job fair in Lackawanna County. So tell us all about it.
Sure. Last year, in response to a need in the community, when we had a somewhat high unemployment rate, the Lackawanna County Commissioners decided to hold a public job fair. We invited approximately 60 vendors from around northeastern Pennsylvania and tried to put the word out as best we could. And we had great success. We had approximately 4,000 to 5,000 people come through. And not just from Lackawanna County. We had folks from Binghamton, Stroudsburg, Williamsport, and we had a great number of people come through from the greater Hazleton area. So we wanted to do the job fair this year. We wanted to reach out to folks here in southern Luzerne County, Hazleton, surrounding communities, and let them know that the job fair is back this year, open to the public, free, and we'd love for anybody to come that's looking for a change or an upgrade in their employment situation.
Now, this is taking place on Thursday, June 12th, so give us the time and the place.
Sure. The place is PNC Field, which is on Montage Mountain Road in Moosic, Pennsylvania. It's exit 182 off of Interstate 81 North. The times will be 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Again, we have approximately 60 vendors. They'll bring full-time positions and also information on their part-time, seasonal, and internship positions as well. So this is something for people not just looking for full-time employment, of course, but also folks looking for part-time supplemental income maybe, or students looking for a seasonal or an internship type position. You know, we saw all ages, all different skill sets come through last year, and everyone is certainly welcome to the event.
Now, for anyone out there who's thinking, I would like to go, how can they prepare for it? How should they dress? What should they bring with them?
Sure. The event is, we do tell people that the event is ready to go in the sense that individuals should come dressed for success and bring resumes, bring any work samples in their industries that they may have, that they may find applicable. Some of the employers will do some type of preliminary interviews or screenings. We do have suites available in the stadium, available for those employers that wish to do some type of interview or some type of discussions with candidates on the spot. Not all of them will be, but if they do, that's available for those specific employers. So bring resumes, bring work samples, and come dressed ready to go for an interview or any type of consultation on the spot there.
All right, well, very good. If you are looking for a new job or a better job or a part-time job or an internship, you may find it at the Lackawanna County Second Annual Job Fair. And again, that is taking place Thursday, June 12th, 1 to 5 p.m. at PNC Field. Gerard, come back and talk to us again soon.
We will sure do that. Thank you.
All righty. Good luck in your job hunting.
Thanks, guys. Well, this next piece of information comes from the desk of the Freeland Mayor. The Borough of Freeland will hold their monthly Borough Council meeting on Thursday at 6 p.m. at the Ambulance Building, and that is on Johnson Street. Also, here's an FYI for Foster Township residents. Code enforcement officials will be around the Woodside area on Thursday and Friday, checking to make sure all properties are in line with the township's quality of life ordinance. And a quick reminder to check out the Standard Speaker every day for local news, sports, and more, and go to their website so you can sign up for alerts on breaking news. Coming up on FYI, we'll let you know what's happening at the Elks Lodge in Hazleton on Sunday, and right after this break, it's our What's the Sense segment with Janine and Tamara.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We are back here on FYI for What's the Sense every Wednesday. And what about those glass bottles? You know, I like to throw everything away when I'm not using it, but tomorrow she saves everything, and you might be at home and save everything as well. You could do some neat projects that are very inexpensive, right?
This is cool. I saw this and I just thought it was so cool. You take food coloring and Elmer's glue.
Okay.
And you mix it together and you paint your glass.
Oh, neat.
And it gives it a sea glass look.
That is super cool. So you start off with a regular glass, you just paint the outside, obviously.
Right.
With the mixture. And then do you have to let that obviously
It
dry?
dries very, very, very fast.
Okay.
This were just lamps that somebody gave me, and I just sea glassed it.
Oh, that's so neat.
And you just mix your color. The color will look darker, but as you are painting it on, it'll lighten. And if it's too dark, just wet your brush a little bit and water it down.
Go over it.
But I think it's cool, and there's a lot of old glass. I know you get those vases and all kinds of stuff laying around, but it's so pretty, and it's just summer, and it's time for the sea.
Now, if you want to ask Tamara a question, or you have a piece of furniture or some junk laying around that you want to redo, how do they get a hold of you?
You can either mail me at 11 East Broad, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, 18202, or you can find me on Facebook under What's the Sense, or my website, sagetheexchange.com.
We'll see you next week with more awesome ideas here with Tomorrow in downtown Hazleton.
Thank you.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Hey, look, we're in Fern Gully. I loved that movie when I was little. This is actually part of Greater Hazleton Rails to Trails, but it is beautiful, just like Fern Gully. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, an 80% chance of showers, mostly after 2 a.m., and there is a chance that it can go between 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of rain on Thursday. Mainly before 11 a.m. we can expect showers. The high will get up to 65 as we take a look at the extended forecast. Thursday night partly cloudy. The low gets down to 48. On Friday it's a nice day, sunny, high up to 72. Friday night will be mostly clear as we get dropped down to 52. And then on Saturday even warmer. The high will get up to 76, and Saturday night partly cloudy, low around 55. On Sunday there is a chance of showers and thunderstorms as we get up to 78 degrees, and then on Sunday night 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The low is at 60.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat with their ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food with their burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, located on Route 93 in West Hazleton. Stop on by today or give them a call at 570-455-5362.
June 14th marks the annual Flag Day celebration, but the Elks Lodge number 200 in Hazleton will be celebrating on Sunday, June 8th, with their annual traditional ceremony both indoors and out. With me today is John Today. He is the Veterans Committee Secretary, and Andrew Andrico, who is the Chairman of the Veterans Committee and a retired Lieutenant Colonel. Andy, I'm going to start with you. This is a wonderful program that is held each and every year, not only here, but all across the country.
Yes, it is. Flag Day's holiday really started with the Elks, and the Elks national unit said, you will celebrate this thing every year. So it's done by every lodge in the country, 2,200 lodges and all, and we all have the same kind of a ceremony. Ceremony starts downstairs, indoors, with a salute to all the flags that have ever flown over the United States. And this year we have Boy Scouts who are going to help with that, and the ceremony will be at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. After that, we will go outside to do our outdoor ceremony, and here we have the Marine Corps Color Guard, we have the Liberty Band who will be there, and we will do a ceremony to honor people with our memorial and have a speaker who is Congressman Lou Barletta. So basically, that's the first part of it. The second part, I guess John will take care of.
All right, a second part of the celebration then also as well, and a special edition this year.
Yes, we have a great effort by the Chamber of Commerce. You've probably seen the Hometown Heroes flags they're putting up, and they're going to dedicate all these flags as part of the ceremony with the Elks. And it's a tremendous effort. We have a flag right out in front of one of our honored members, Robert Corcoran, and they're going to have families from all the various honored hometown heroes at the event, and it'll be a magnificent celebration.
It always is. It is truly a beautiful ceremony. I've seen it in the past, and you do a great job. And we would like to invite everyone to come out again on June 8th at 1 o'clock indoors and then 2 o'clock outdoors.
We also have a wreath ceremony. I don't know if you've seen the memorial we have in front of the Elks, but we will be honoring them as well with placing a wreath there, which will be handled by all of our participants.
Okay, so that will be the 2 o'clock outdoor program as well. So please, everyone, families, groups, get your neighbors together. Come on out to the Elks Club, celebrate Flag Day, and celebrate the United States of America.
The American Cancer Society is reaching out to women fighting cancer. The Cancer Society once again is holding their Look Good, Feel Better program at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center. The program starts at 1 p.m. on Monday, June 23rd, and you are asked to register by June 19th. And to do so, you can call the number that is on your screen. Here's some numbers for you. The midday Pennsylvania winning lottery numbers. The daily 970, the big four 1013, Quinto 71550, Treasure Hunt 1, 10, 11, 13, and 17. When we come back, Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker joins the Sportscast.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
By now, you know the drill. It's Dave Day as Dave Seaman joins us, the sports editor from the Standard Speaker. All the state playoff games, first-round playoff games for our local teams in the books. They took place on Monday. We're going to start with Hazleton area baseball. Dave, as I watched the Red Sox last season, even if they couldn't buy a hit during some games, they were just so talented, so confident. They seemed like a true team. You had a feeling no matter what, as long as they stayed in the game, they had a chance. This Cougar team reminded me of that, honestly, as they got that first hit of the game from Joey Barron. The floodgates opened, and they were able to really take that game from Hempfield. What were your thoughts on the game for the Hazleton area played?
Exhibit A, why you play the game until the final out. I mean, you could be no hits, look lethargic, look not comfortable, rush your at-bats, you're not waiting on pitches, and all of a sudden you get one hit and it's just contagious. Things start snowballing, and the team feeds off one another. And the Cougars are that type of team where you get one guy gets a hit, the next guy gets a hit, suddenly the game is tied, and you kind of had a feeling once it got tied that the Cougars were going to pull out the game.
Now, you said, as we were talking before this, the Biazzi brothers, money players for Hazleton area, really coming through in the clutch yesterday, driving in runs to help fuel that rally for Hazleton area.
Yeah, they're both money players. They've both been in tournaments, throughout since they're really young kids, from the Little League tournament stage, Legion baseball, travel baseball, basketball games. They know how to get things done. So you like having them up in situations, but they're not the only players on the Cougar team.
And Gino Cara hit on that as well, talking about depth and being a local reporter. It's nice to get as many kids in as you can, and this Cougar team makes it very easy to do that.
Yeah, you look at Seth Porpiglia, who laid down a perfect bunt, in that decisive inning when they won the game. Kyle Rogers gets a big hit. Guys coming off the bench here, that's a sign of a great team where you can get contributions from a lot of different players.
Big one for the Cougars. The Tamaqua Blue Raiders are also moving on. Dave, you guys covered that game, and you said Tamaqua just overpowered in that one.
Yeah, a 12-2 win, similar to the same teams played last year in the first round of the playoffs, and Tamaqua had a similar result. I guess it was 11-1 last year. A couple home runs yesterday by the Blue Raiders, including one by Brett Kushulik. The Blue Raiders are moving on. I think they were looking forward to to a rematch with Abingdon Heights, a team that knocked them out last year, but Jersey Shore beat Abingdon Heights, so now Tamaqua will play Jersey Shore Thursday at King's College.
And two teams heading home. The MMI Preppers, great season, district championship for them. He said an emotional Coach Thomas after the game.
Yeah, he said they ran into a buzzsaw, and they did. First pitch of the game, the player Chase Pepper for Cannes, super player, hits the ball off the fence left field and kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. Very next pitch, the guy lines a single up the middle. It's 1-0 in a blink of an eye. And the Preppers kind of sulked a little bit after that. Not that they gave up, but it was an uphill struggle against a team that went to the state final last year.
And finally, the Hazleton area softball team, they get the loss up against Lower Dauphin, I think it was, playing them at the field where they won the District 2-4 sub-regional championship. What a year for the Lady Cougars, battling through what they had to battle through, but coming up short in the state playoff.
Yeah, they had a couple unfortunate situations where they hit the ball hard, but it was right at people, and that's baseball and softball. Some days those hits fall, other days they don't. Yesterday was one of those games for the Lady Cougars.
What a defense, what talent the Hazleton area really has. And Dave, there's not a senior on that team.
That's what the good thing about it is. Those girls will remember what they went through, not only this year, but last year. Hopefully they feed off that next year, and they'll be back in the same situation and maybe advance even further next year.
All right. Well, Dave, we still have two teams still alive, and hopefully we'll be next week when you come by to talk with us again. It's Wednesday, and here's some delicious alliteration. It's signature steak night at Bottlenecks. All of their signature steaks are only $9.95 plus bottomless soup and salad for only $2.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First, a very happy birthday to Anthony Tomaszewski of Highland. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. Now for tonight's Talk of the Town. The Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts will be performing Love, Sex, and the IRS June 13th through 15th and the 20th and 21st. The PTPA performs the J.J. Ferrara Performing Arts Center on Broad Street in Hazleton. For tickets or more information, you can call 570-454-5451 or check out ptpashows.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Miriam I. Fagan Flame, formerly of Hazelton. Funeral is Saturday at 9:15 a.m. from the Boyle Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 8:30 to 9:15 a.m. James F. Burns of Freeland. Mass is Saturday at 11:30 a.m. from the Immaculate Conception Parish at St. Anne's Church. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. And Violet M. Lagana of Latimer. The funeral is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilex Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazelton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call Smilex for all of your special events at 570-454-0111.
Hi, my name is Mary Malone, and I'm the president of the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce. And today, we're here to talk about the Hometown Hero Banner Project. That's right, folks. Those banners showed up last week honoring all of our heroes, hometown heroes, all the way back to World War I. We'll be dedicating those and invite anyone available to come out Sunday, June the 8th at 2 p.m. with our partners at the Hazelton Elks location, the Hazelton Lodge, at 2 p.m. to dedicate the banners and celebrate Flag Day as well. We have 62 banners hung from downtown Hazelton through the Heights, honoring different family members from different wars and all branches of the service. And again, they're our hometown heroes. Come out for the dedication Sunday, June the 8th at 2 p.m. at the Hazelton Elks.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Robin Ferris of Sugarloaf. Robin, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
There's a lot of food around the studio today as they were taping a new episode of The Girls. Now you have to stay tuned to find out what it was all about, but there was healthy food, food not so good for you, and I guess it's about food choices. I choose the fries, don't tell my dietitian wife. Until tomorrow, everyone, check out our Facebook page for breaking news. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.